Konami, this is the second month in a row you've done this. Why, oh God, why do you seem to announce all the good stuff on a Monday? And for that matter, where the hell did these come from? Oh my God, I was not expecting this news today, but oh my God, we have Speedroid support. Out of all the decks that I thought would be in Supreme Darkness, Speedroids was definitely at the very bottom of the deck. Also, fun fact, I'd like to point out that the cover card of Supreme Darkness is a fusion monster, and the fact we're getting Speedroid support in a pack that has a fusion monster at the front, that's just selling the yugioh joke as it is. Like, oh, come on. But anyway, we got to get into these. Otherwise, Callum's going to think that I should dismantle this Speedroid deck. I don't know how good these are, by the way, so let's see how we go. So let's go through it. Speedroid, Clackanerl. So there are actually two new monsters. Well, three new monsters, two for the main deck, and they're both pendulums. So let's go through it. You can only use the pendulum effect of this card's name once per turn. First effect, you can banish one Speedroid card from your graveyard, place one Speedroid pendulum monster from your deck in your pendulum zone. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except wind monsters. That's pretty good because that sets up your scale, and then it actually sets up the other guy that we're about to go through. So yeah, I'm quite excited for this. You can only use the first and second monster effect of this card's name each once per turn. I like that little clarification with the monster effect because I actually think that's really cool. 1. If this card is on the field, it's destroyed by battle or card effect. So I believe you can destroy this from the pendulum zone. You can special summon one Speedroid Clackanerl from your hand, deck, or graveyard, and if you do, it is treated as a tuner monster, which is very good when you find out what else is coming. If your Clearwing monster battles while this card is face up in your extra deck, during damage calculation, you can banish this card. If you do, that monster gains 700 attack. So it's a card turbo. It's a quick play card turbo effect, but it's also from the extra deck. So that's pretty insane if I'm being completely honest. So yes, this is a very good card for the deck. And also the fact that you can just activate this card, banish a Speedroid from your graveyard, because already you're going to have Speedroid stuff in your graveyard anyway. And it's Speedroid card too, so you can use any of the Speedroid spells and traps. And we do have one new trap card we're going to go through as well. So yeah, we're off to a good start. And then you got this guy, Speedroid Wing Synchron. Speedroids, I believe, get their first Synchron monster. So this is awesome. And this is why this guy is really good. First effect of his pendulum effect. Also, he is a tuner, by the way, so that's really cool. Once per turn, you can destroy both this card and one level 2 wind pendulum monster in your pendulum zone. Cough, cough. And if you do, special summon one Clearwing Synchro Dragon from your extra deck. This is treated as a Synchro summon. Also, for the rest of the turn, cards in your pendulum zone cannot be destroyed by card effects. Also, you cannot special summon monsters except wind monsters. So this has resonation with the first card that we just went through. But oh my God, the pendulum engine for this deck just got so much better. But let's also look at the monster effect. You can only use this monster's effect for this card's name once per turn. So the fact that also, by the way, this also has a trigger effect when it's destroyed. So when you activate this card's effect to do this pendulum summon, this monster effect goes off. You only use the monster effect, blah, 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 blah. If this card is added to the extra deck face up and there are 2 or more different monster types among the wind synchro monsters you control, you can send one Speedroid spell or trap from your deck to the graveyard, which you have a few options. You got duplicate, and then you've also got the new trap card, which we're about to go through as well, which I believe is also a Speedroid wing sync. Is also a Speedroid trap monster. But yeah, these two have so much synergy with each other. And if you're able to pull off 2 different synchro summons within the one turn, which this deck is very easy to do, because if you don't know Speedroids, it's pretty easy. And these two, oh my God, they are just an engine on their own. We have like so many starters for Speedroids now that this is not funny. And you also have a special summon effect. And they do have a valid scale as well. So this one's 8, this one's 4. So you actually have an easy way to go into Fast Dragon if you have it in your extra deck. Oh, we have 2 new synchro monsters, not just the one. But I don't want to go into that one yet. So actually, we'll do that one second last. Let's look at the trap card. So Speedroid Clearwing Wanderer. Now, it's a normal trap. You only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. First effect, target cards your opponent controls up to the number of different monster types among the wind synchro monsters you control, destroy them. If your opponent special summons a monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one wind synchro monster you control, banish it, then return it to the field. Which it's, considering that Clear Wings is not a hard once per turn, this is very good. This second effect is very good. First effect is always good as well. So this is actually a dedicated Speedroid trap card you can use in the deck that actually is useful, just like Duplicate as well. So this is definitely a really good card to be using. And now to the meat of things, we got the two new synchro monsters, which these are actually pretty decent as well. So let's go through it. High Speedroid Glider 2. What happened to number 1? I don't know. Level 5 Wind Machine Synchro Tuner Effect Monster. We get another Synchro Tuner. 1 Wind Machine's Tuner, which easy. 1+ non-tuner monsters. You only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. First effect, if this card is Synchro Summoned, you can target 1 non-tuner level 7 or lower Wind Synchro monster in your graveyard, special summon it. If you have already gone into Crystal Clearwing this duel, you have a Clearwing ready in your graveyard, you special summon, you play this, you get Clearwing to your field, and then you can actually go into the next guy that we're about to go into. Second effect, if your opponent special summons a monster and you control a Clearwing monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, increase the levels of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls by 5. So even, if they're playing a Speedroid deck, so in a mirror match, that would screw them up like crazy. And then as well, that triggers off Clear Wings, the regular Clear Wing, Crystal Wing's effect. Oh my god, this is insane. And Crystal Wing as well. The only thing is you need to control that clearing monster. The only restrictions it seems like these cards have is that you have to control a Clear Wing monster, and some of these are actually certain to Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, which is fine because the deck is supposed to be built around that, and that's absolutely fine. But he's a cool looking dude. But nothing can prepare you for this guy, and he's very nice and big. This is Crystal Clearwing over Synchro Dragon. He is a level 12 Wind Dragon Synchro Effect monster. This guy requires either 2+ tuners or 1 tuner Synchro monster. Don't discriminate, you do whatever you want with it. And you must use Clearwing Synchro Dragon. So that's why they've kind of gone with the Clearwing Synchro Dragon route, which is fine. Considering, I also just realized, by the way, his lining looks like kind of like Neos a little bit. But wait till you get into the effect. Once per turn, when another card or effect is activated, quick effect, you can negate the activation to destroy that card. Very diverse for a Clearwing monster. And if that was a monster, this card gains attack equal to that monster's original attack until the end of this turn. So he's got the typical Clearwing Crystal Wing effect negation, which is really, really cool. And this is not a hard once per turn as well. So that's where the trap card actually comes into play. The only thing is that he kind of loses his stat bonus, but that's insane how that this effect is, and that is really cool. If this face-up Synchro Summoned card leaves the field by your opponent, you can special summon 1 Clearwing monster from your extra deck. So that's Crystal Clearwing, I think you can, it has to be Synchro Summoned. Okay, you can't do that. So it has to be Synchro Summoned, obvious blah. So that could either be Crystal Clearwing or Clearwing Synchro or Clearwing Fast. Funny enough, I do believe at some point, this is also I'm just trying to think. This is also a target for Crimson Dragon as well. So this card is another. So I thought they would go down the route of having it so it's like a Delta Axel Synchro monster. And I also did feel like that Speedroids kind of lacked that bigger boss monster kind of thing. But that's really cool. We had Cosmic Blazar Dragon, but now that we have a dedicated one to the archetype, that is really cool. So yeah, what do you guys think of this new these new Crystal Wing monsters? The new Crystal Wings, the new Speedroids. Personally, I'm kind of looking forward to these. The fact that we actually have a new engine for the deck is really, really cool. And then also, I think I think this is going to really spice up the deck a little bit. And the fact that we're able to get into we got that Pendulum engine, which is a lot better now. Definitely, because I don't think I'll be playing Marble Machine anymore, if I'm being completely honest. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like on the video and comment down below what you think Speedroids. Do you think Speedroids are going to be meta? I don't know, but I think that this deck will make it better. Without further ado, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you all, as always. And let's go Speedroids.